a recent interview on infidelity, you cited a European study that you distilled as men have to find the marriage very, very, very happy before they don't cheat, whereas women have to find the marriage very, very unhappy before they consider cheating. No, so
Yes.
parang the takeaway from that is it seems from that insight that male cheating
Is
is a default. No, it's
Yes,
more
yes,
likely than not.
absolutely. Yes,
Okay.
Howie, yes. I've never
Uh-uh.
heard it said that way. Absolutely. Because not just in our culture do people like to say that. Generally, men cheat more than women. And there is an evolutionary reason for this, which I shall not go into now.
Okay.
Yes, but yeah, generally in all cultures, and that is one reason men get turned on much more easily than women. Men can get turned on by a woman even if she, as long as they see her, if she has the right. But women usually get turned on mainly by touch. So,
Mhm.
there's much less reason. So,
Mhm.
yes, men, that's their default, as you say. Unfortunately, it seems their default setting. Although there are some men who choose to remain faithful, even though they're
Mhm.
tempted, they love their partners enough so that they know how much pain being unfaithful costs, and therefore they wouldn't want to do that to their partners. Are they tempted to cheat? Absolutely. But they might never ever do it, or they wouldn't ever do it because they know how much it will hurt their partners whom they love. The research seems to show that it's being unfaithful to your partner that really hits at your core. So
Mhm.
men may make excuses and say, well, she knows when she married me, I'm Pinoy. This is what Filipinos do. But if he really loved her, wouldn't he think about the pain this might cause her?
Mhm.
Of course, then I'm being moralistic. So I'll
Mhm.
stop.
Okay, but just from what has been coming out in public, no, there seems to be an epidemic of male cheating and very public breakups of high profile people, husbands leaving their families or men
Yes.
breaking an engagement even. So
Yes.
are you noting a rising incidence of this, or has this always been prevalent, but it's just getting a lot of publicity,
Press.
or just certain, or
Yes.
just showbiz people are the ones involved, kaya medyo may public interest?
Yes. This is what I absolutely think. It's been going around for so long, hindi ba? Or I think, because women earn more now, they can
Mm-mm.
afford to want to divorce their husbands.
Mm-mm.
Their husbands may want to stay married and fool around, but a
Mm-mm.
woman might say, I earn enough. I don't need
Okay.
him to support my kids. So hell, I'm gonna leave
Mm-hmm.
him because staying with
Yeah.
him is hell. Yeah. Yeah, in
Mm-hmm.
that sense, I agree.
Okay,
Right.
that leads to my follow-up questions. No, so how much cheating should a woman tolerate from her partner? I know this is a case-to-case thing, no, and
Yes.
and I guess to put it in more context, no, I want to cite a specific case study of a friend who will remain unnamed for
Yeah.
obvious reasons, but she was telling me she resents her mother for kicking out her father for a single cheating incident
Ah,
despite a
okay.
profuse apology from the
Yeah.
father. Even the father's parents came to apologize to her mother's parents, and she and her
Wow.
siblings witnessed all of this.
Yeah.
But despite all of that, hindi pinatawad ng nanay niya,
Okay.
and because of that, she and her siblings grew up without a father, and she
Yes.
never really forgave her mother for that. No,
Right.
that must also be a common situation or occurrence. No, I
No,
guess
not
one of the questions is her resentment justified? And any thoughts about that kind of
yeah. Okay.
experience?
In my opinion, women who forgive their partners once is okay. Maybe he didn't think she would take it seriously, blah, 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 or, now. And so, if he really apologizes like this woman, I think it is not unrealistic to say, oh, he will probably stick to this.
Mhm.
Okay. In my opinion, Jeremy calls it the fear factor. If you know that if you fool around, or in this case, you fool around again, your wife is going to leave you and you don't want her to leave you, then that's the
Mhm.
fear factor. So you don't fool around because you're scared she'll leave
Yes.
you. But I can
Mhm.
understand how this girl might resent her mom. I don't necessarily support it. What if the wife, her mother, told her husband, this is the one thing I cannot deal with because my father did. So I want you to know, this is a deal breaker. So if her husband fools around, it's not just the fooling around that's something he broke up. It's the fact that he didn't believe her. In a sense, he trivialized what she told him before they got married. And I think these things hurt more, maybe more, or certainly as much. Can I just say something about the father who apologized to his wife so much, but his wife said no, and so the children grew up without a father. In a way, that's bullshit. Because if the father were really a good father, he would still see his children. He would still pay child support. Of course, we don't know if the mother said no, but a mother who would like her husband to still support the children, not just financially, but also emotionally. The father can still do that. He doesn't have to blame, the wife because the wife won't take him back. That's all.